Hello and welcome to Wise Guys Podcast. I'm your host, Brady Fitzgerald, joined as always by my co-host, Chris Hagan.
You guys doing?
Sadly, you're not talking to anyone today, Chris. We had a little mess up on our streaming website, so we're going old school, just recording. It'll be a YouTube video up. The last stream you guys watched was us playing some Fortnite. I hope you guys enjoyed. Jeez. I thought that was fun, Chris. We wanted to do.
It was fun.
Yeah, I think we should do some more. Seems like the fans liked it, so we'll try to get some streams here and there.
Every time I play Fortnite, it feels like I'm back in like 10th grade on a Friday night.
I was just playing right before the pod.
School, taking that really.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get on more because it really is the best.
I bought the Battle
Pass. It's the most
Pass.
fun I've ever had playing video games, I think.
This is the first time I bought the Battle Pass, and I bought it simply so I had a reason to play more. You know?
Yeah.
So like I bought it so I had an excuse to be like, I have to play Fortnite today because I spent money on it. Like I can't waste
Right, if you don't play, you're not getting your money's worth.
Yeah, exactly. So I might as well force myself to play some Fortnite. That being said, it's really like a phenomenon. So did you see GTA 6 is also getting announced? While we're talking about video games, GTA 6 is also getting announced later this week.
It's getting announced? Like
Yeah,
the release date?
Yeah, the release date and the trailer are going to be dropped in December.
Oh boy.
I know, this is...
When was GTA 5? That was like 2015,
I think
wasn't it?
I was going to say...
That was a long time ago.
It's 2015, if I'm mistaken. It might be 2014, honestly. So 2013!
I didn't think...
September 17th, 2013.
GTA 5 was 2013?
The game is 10 years old. And they still probably sell it. They probably still sell it for $60. But...
Oh, yeah. Almost positive they do. I didn't think there was that big of a gap between GTA 4 and 5.
No, there hasn't been. That's been
Not even close to this.
That was the great meme. I mean, it's been a joke since, I guess we've been in fucking elementary school. Because... yeah. Sheesh. Anyways, that's got announced. Pop culture is really, really sparking up. I saw a couple other things. I know Legend of Zelda. You don't care about this. Movie's getting made out there. One other huge thing that got announced today, but I can't put my finger on it. If I remember it, I'll get back to it. But we have a lot of sports to talk about. We're not here for some pop culture right now. A lot of sports to talk about.
I think we do have pop culture in our bio.
And I say I whenever I describe it, I'm like, yeah, we talk some pop culture. We throw some things in there every once in a while. The top fives are pop culture.
Yeah. Yeah, Brady and Chris talk everything about sports, pop culture, and more with new episodes every
mainly
Tuesday
just
and Friday.
Just sports, but that's okay. They don't need to know. We're trying to cast a wider web.
Oh.
Did you spill some?
I just dropped my phone, and every time I drop my phone, all of my cards come out because I have the phone wallet. I'm too lazy to carry.
Just get a real
wallet.
Get a real wallet, man. That seems like your.
But I don't need anything else in it. Like I have my license, my credit card, and my debit card.
I mean, it makes sense, but
I need cash for anything.
No, I never carry cash. Just carry a wallet.
Like when I go on the train, I have my wallet in my backpack.
So you bring the wallet anyways.
In there.
What could you possibly need in the wallet that's not in the phone bag?
Cash.
You have cash in your wallet?
I don't know, honestly. Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Not like a lot.
God, I either look like
reveal, I guess.
I look like
my gas card. That's the thing that I need sometimes, and then I get screwed when I don't have it.
That's big. I am either in
like gift cards.
I'm either in a crypt with my lighting, or I'm on the sun. So we haven't talked a thing of wiseness yet. So let's get some.
Oh, we're on a roll.
Yeah, we really are. Anywho, football. We have a great week for the wise picks yet again. Last 2 weeks, we have gone. Chris has gone 3-0. I went 2-1. This week, Chris 2-1, and me
I got shafted on the pick that I lost.
Yeah. You should
say.
be 3-0. You should be 3-0.
I should be.
Let's start there.
But I will not. I will not be greedy.
If anyone's wise at home and following along, you probably missed the wise pick because of the Fortnite stream, but it was on our Instagram. But you could probably tell the game we're talking about is the Texans, who didn't have a goddamn kicker, and ended up having a 4-point game go to a 2-point game because they just didn't have a kicker.
Yeah, and I knew it was coming too because like they got the ball back, and I was like, Stroud has been so good today that
they're not losing.
That's how this game ends. It was one of those games where it's like whoever had the ball last is gonna win.
Yeah,
they get the ball back down 4, and it's like they need a touchdown. Sure enough, they go down, they score a touchdown, and like wise picks aside, this was an awesome game. Shockingly, it was like the best game of the week.
Oh, by far.
This was like the Stroud. It was like last
coming
week
out
they lost to the Panthers. This week it was like, hey, like I'm still the best rookie quarterback in this draft, and I might be like a top 12 quarterback in the NFL after I'm a rookie. But he was awesome. But yeah, they score that last touchdown. They go up 2. They're not going to kick it. They can't kick it. And don't even attempt anything. Game ends. They win by 2.
When they knelt it too. It was a knelt on an untimed down. I was like, you're not even going to try? You're going to like do a tush push and try to get in there?
Yeah.
I know it's 2 yards out.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense.
Well, all right, but they have a fullback, Andrew Beck, who has like, I think he has like 3 touchdowns this year. Give him the rock. Come on, give him a 2-point.
And how much? There was like seconds left at this point, right?
Yeah, there were seconds left. So like, it doesn't matter.
Like that's the thing. I get like if it was my team, I'd be like, please do not run a play here.
Really? Yeah, I guess that makes sense. The only thing that can happen is a negative play.
It's not. Right, like you go up 3, and I guess that's great, but they don't have time to score anyway.
All I'm saying, if I'm a coach, I don't know if I want like great team covers or do I just want to like screw Vegas. That's the real kicker.
You want great team covers.
That's what I was thinking. Because great teams always.
Because then when people ask like, oh, like they bring it up.
Oh yeah, they bring up the text and they go, oh, they didn't even cover against the Buccaneers. Come on, there you go. Now if they cover it, it's out of the question. All right.
When you also want to be the coach that can wink whenever they ask you about the spread. Like, oh well, I'm just glad we played well again.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So what do you see, Coach Fitzgerald, on that 2-point play? Why'd you run a play there? Yeah, I mean, I just knew our guy could get in the end zone.
Want to get our guys more reps, you know?
Yeah. I felt like it would just be a soft look on the team.
We like this look we had in practice.
Dan Campbell would have gone for it.
Oh yeah, Dan Campbell.
And they probably would have fumbled. Jared Goff would have
slipped.
Would have gone for it. Goff would have slipped and they ran it back for a tie game.
That would be only them and the Browns. That would be possible for the Chargers.
Oh, definitely the Chargers.
Staley would have gone for it. Staley would have gone. Staley definitely would have given up the 2 points.
Yeah, Staley's definitely going for it. The Buccaneers, they played a well game. This is a back and forth game. Both offenses looked great. Both defenses kind of got shredded. And as you said, whatever team had the ball last seemed like was just going to win this game. Especially since they had no running game. They knew it early. They had no running game. They let him cook, and he cooked. It's a masterpiece.
Yeah, I mean, like he might just be him.
Yeah,
he might be.
It's funny because he looked like the past couple weeks, the past 2 weeks were all right for him. But he looked poised in the pocket. He had 1 interception. He has 1 interception all year. He's had good games, but not like this. I think this is of course he's not going to throw for 470, but is he going to is he going to be one of these quarterbacks that averages, 280, 300 this quickly?
Yeah, that's definitely be.
I think it's possible. And I think when you look at the guys he's thrown to a rookie in Tank Dell, which I think So 5'10" rookie. And that's his leading receiver. And Nico Collins, who no one's ever heard of
Yeah.
until this year.
The only reason I know these guys because of fantasy.
Yeah. And no one knew about Nico Collins until this year.
Uh-huh.
So
Yeah, I still don't know where he came from.
apparently he played for Michigan. I just looked him up. Yeah, so he's playing with not like no all-star weapons, no one on the line. I mean, he has Laramie Tunsil on the line, but no one else really, no one of name. The defense has, so he's got to do it all himself, and he's looked fantastic so far.
Yeah.
Is he gonna break? I guess he's gonna break. I mean, if this pans out, he's gonna break the Ohio State record of terrible quarterback. Right? Or is that am I wrong on that one? Yeah. Yeah, there's been some pretty
At least recent generation. I can't think of anyone who's like Fields is closest.
Yeah, he was supposed to be the guy.
Yeah.
He's out for tomorrow night. Now that we're talking about Fields, but
yeah,
I think we gave the Texans their praise.
Great game.
Okay, this is actually my bigger question. Does this raise the ceiling? Like, does this win raise your ceiling for the Texans possibly making the playoffs?
I don't.
They're 4-4.
I think so.
Next game is against the Bengals. Then they have the they have the Cardinals, Jags, Broncos, Jets. Nah, they're not winning that. They're not getting because they're not going to beat.
No, unless they beat the Jags, then you can at least start talking about it. Like the AFC
Jags
is still
they
pretty
beat the
crowded.
Jags a couple weeks ago. They stomped the Jags.
Yeah,
I guess. This gets interesting.
Yeah, I guess so. That was early though. That was like week 3.
Yeah, it was week 3.
Wasn't it?
Yep, week 3. It'll be interesting. This Bengals game. Bengals looking red hot. Coming, or I guess they're going to Cincinnati. That'll be an interesting test for young.
Yeah, definitely coming off a game like that.
All right, let's decide if they make the playoffs after that. I mean, I guess everyone can. You could pretty much figure it out. Let's wait another week.
I'm gonna say,
I don't want to jump the gun.
Playing with house money.
Yeah.
It's like if they don't make if they finish 7-10, like that's a crazy successful year.
Oh, I know. Everyone thought when they traded for Will Levis, or not Will Levis, Will Anderson, right? Pass rusher, Alabama.
Yeah, that was going to be another top pick.
Yeah, exactly. Everyone thought that was going to be a top 5 pick. And if they can make that 15, you got Will Anderson at the 15th pick, my friend. Pretty solid to me.
Yeah, that's a good way of looking at it.
All right, let's move on. Next wise pick. Let's go with the other loss I had. Don't bet on the Germany game. This is stupid. What's going on? Dolphins just can't beat good teams. And Mahomes didn't look good. He didn't look great. He made the right throws. He did
Kelsey had like 6 yards.
Yeah, Kelsey didn't do anything. Defense got that random touchdown that Tyreek Hill just dropped. Did you see that play?
Yeah.
He just drops. Yeah. And I feel like every other team they go again. Maybe it's because it's Germany. I don't know. But I feel like that's called an incomplete pass most of the time, right?
Instead of what?
Didn't he have? Am I mistaken that Tyreek Hill, his fumble was like very close?
I'd have to see it again.
Yeah, here it is.
But this was like a classic Chiefs get ahead and then just cruise.
Oh no! He had it for
the
long
game.
enough. I guess you could argue if you're a Dolphins fan, but he had it for long enough. I heard someone arguing about it. Yeah, no, that was a fumble.
Like they didn't look that good. And they've had so many games like this over the past few years where it's like, are we worried about the Chiefs? Like they're winning games, but they don't look that good. And it's like, no, we're not worried about them. Wait till the playoffs come, and they will be just fine.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think it's more like this Eagles game's gonna be huge. I am gonna put a prediction. Like I think the Eagles win. Their revenge.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone makes a big deal about it, and then they probably run the table. They have
They might. I could see a
Raiders,
Raiders
Packers.
loss in there somewhere.
One of the two. Aiden O'Connell comes
Just
to town.
because. Yeah. I like Aiden O'Connell.
Bills in Arrowhead now does not look scary at all. Pats primetime game. Jesus. This might be Malik Cunningham.
Gross.
I could hope.
Ugh.
Then Bengals, Raiders again, Chargers. So they could lose to they could easily lose to either the Chargers, Raiders, or Bengals. But I don't see them losing.
Yeah.
Besides the Eagles. And then they'll get in the playoffs, and everyone will doubt them, and I'm sure they'll do just fine. I'm sure we'll see them in the AFC Championship.
Yeah. It's like it's watching the same movie over and over again.
No, and they did this with Brady's Patriots for many years. So yeah, they'll have some worrisome games like this. But this defense is fantastic. Defense held the
that one is
Dolphins.
New.
Yeah,
because they've like in Mahomes' era, they've gone from like very shaky to pretty solid, and now it's like it's winning them football games.
Yeah, big time.
Which, that is definitely a different recipe than what we've seen before with this team.
I think Mahomes came out and said after the game that this is the best, and I'm sure probably would say this every year.
Yeah,
this is the best. Means a little bit. Means something. All right, that was a failed pick though. I thought Dolphins got there so early. Yeah, they got there so early. I'm sucked into Mike McDaniel. Like this Mike McDaniel's thing I'm all about. All right.
I didn't like this pick until you said that they got there early.
Like, yeah.
Okay.
I thought it could have been everything. Let's go with your this dominant pick. Raiders -1.5 against the Giants. Boy, was this Giants team is just cursed this year. And
yeah, so Danny Dimes is done.
Yep. This season. It's Tommy DeVito's turn.
And then like as much fun as we make of Daniel Jones, I feel bad for him.
Yeah, I don't want him to get injured.
He's had a tough year when he's on the field. And Siri just fell in my ear. But he's had a tough year on the field and then gotten the neck thing, and then when he finally comes back from that, he's got the ACL. So it's a bummer. I don't think anything changes with him in the game.
No.
This is a dumpster fire of a team right now.
Yeah, they're terrible.
And the Raiders had a classic like coach that everyone hates gets fired. On quarterbacks, maybe a spark, and they jumped on right away.
Yeah, you were there. You were all there. New coach, new quarterback, new life. It seems like just the absence of Josh McDaniels. It's kind of like the Lakers when they got rid of Russ last year. It seems like everyone's just happier.
They were smoking cigars in the locker room after the game.
Yeah. Even though it's fun, they were 3-3 when they fired him. They weren't terrible.
It's not. Wait, no, they were 3-4.
3-4. No, 3-5. 3-5.
Wait, no, they're 4-5 now.
Yeah, 3-5. My bad. They were 3-3 at some point. But anywho.
Oh, that would get them on Sunday night. Oof.
Oh, and they didn't flex this game. It was like a Scheffner report that they're not gonna flex the Jets. Zach Wilson.
Are we at the point in the season where they're allowed to flex?
I think so. Maybe it was Raiders Chargers actually. Not flexing that one though. I don't know why they do this to us.
No, I don't know either. Horrible.
It really is. They won though. They destroyed this terrible Giants team. Yeah. Daniel Jones going forward. You know, you were apologizing. I want to see him on the field. Be a waste of $40 million. I don't want to see him in the locker room.
I know. You're not like you can't really be right about the take if he gets hurt.
No, everyone's gonna be like, oh, you know,
kind of a messed up thing to say. Like,
yeah,
I want to see him fail, but on the field.
Yeah. Yeah, I want to just see him get injured.
Well, maybe he'll be back.
Yeah,
they have an opt out after year 2, right?
I think so.
think that's how that deal is structured kind of weird, where it's like
Yeah,
not as bad as it looks.
half of these are like voidable contracts
Mhm.
type deal.
He's still making $40 million this year, though.
Yeah, that's for sure. All right, Colts -2.5. This was, I mean, Panthers were just trash. Trash.
Oh, trash.
Bryce Young
How depressing would it
must
be
be
as
to
a
be.
Panthers fan to see CJ Stroud throw for 470 yards and lead the best
Yeah,
game-winning drive of the week?
yeah.
Then you're sitting here with Bryce Young, who's 5'6", for 3 picks against a team who's not very good. Like, Colts are
This is a team
mediocre
you
at
should
best.
look. This is a team you should look good against.
Yeah. At least put up a fight, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. To get blown out by 24.
Yeah. Yeah, not good. 2 pick sixes.
Ugh.
Woof.
Yeah, big
Woof.
2 pick sixes. So
I don't know what to say as a Panther fan, and like you sold your first round pick for next year.
And it.
I'm not like it's not over for Bryce Young, but it's
No, it's
you
not.
had like a little glimpse last week of like,
Yeah.
oh, they actually won one. Now it's just right back in the shitter.
How much more depressing? All right, Bears tomorrow. I mean, that alone is depressing. But you guys, they might as well try to
I'm not
win.
watching that game.
But no. And it's
Spite.
Fields isn't even playing, so it's Badgett.
Yeah, I know.
Then you have the Cowboys, Titans, Bucks. Titans they can beat the Packers on Christmas. Maybe they could give them a Christmas.
That could be the
But other than that, it's going to be a tough ride sledding. They're going to get the Bears are going to get the #1 pick, and not because of that.
Get
They're going to
1 and
get
2.
Yeah, I was going to say they're going to get 1 and 2. They're horrendous.
What a deal that was.
Yeah, right. You're the Bears. You're just licking your lips. You're hoping Kyler Murray's
Because
him though. I'm hoping Kyler Murray's him. Need the Cardinals to keep winning. To win.
Yeah. If you're the Bears, like even if you roll another year with, or if you decide to give up on Fields and get one of those quarterbacks, like
You could also get Marvin
you
Harrison.
still
Jr.
get one this year,
and they could get Marvin
and
Harrison
get him a receiver or a lineman at the top of the draft.
Yeah. Yep.
Just because you waited 1 year to get that quarterback.
And they could have 1 and 2 and just trade back from 2.
Right.
And
get
probably get another
first
first round pick. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely easily.
Probably from like the Pats.
Caleb and Drake May.
Yeah, probably from like the freaking
Pats.
Yeah. And they don't even they could take Harrison 1. Trade 2. You might want to take him 2 though. Make sure that Caleb Williams goes 1. Some bum team.
Mm-hmm.
They have a lot of ammo. That's all I gotta say. I guess
They're
that's
set up very well.
I guess that's when you look at the Montez Sweat deal. Like it. By the way, that deal was a GM trying to save his job. But if it wasn't a GM trying to save his job and you were trying to rationalize it, you could say, we have this Panthers asset that hell could be golden ticket.
Yeah, the golden ticket.
I have some Panthers fans in my life. I feel bad. If Merton, and I don't think Merton's cared about football in years. He doesn't. He doesn't check his fantasy. Yeah, he does not. He does not care about football anymore.
He's more focused on football.
He literally is way more focused on. His Sunday mornings are not like gearing up for football. It's watching football. It must be a sad life.
That's
watching football. Watching football. Sorry.
Across the ocean.
He loves it though. All right.
Yeah.
What's the next pick? Eagles.
Eagles.
Well, you're a little nervous.
This was a weird game.
This was
a little. They did everything in their power to try to sell this game. They took 8 penalties on the last drive.
How do they keep doing this? Like every week they win. At the end of the game, you're like, well, they won, but like, kind of should have lost.
I'm living with an Eagles
And they're
fan, and
8-1, and they're like the best team in the NFL.
he hasn't been happy all season. They're 8-1, and he's like, they keep winning, but like, God, did they look terrible? Like I come back,
Yeah, they're
I was at
spoiled after last year.
oh they are spoiled. I've they is their schedule? I'm pretty sure gets no they got a gauntlet coming up. Chiefs, Bills. I guess Bills are trash. Cowboys, Seahawks. They'll win the last 4 games, and the Cowboys. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what what is up with them, and they keep winning. So like, why? Like, they should stop. Like, the Eagles fans should stop complaining. Media should stop. Like, honestly, we should just like, who gives a shit?
Yeah,
You
I
know,
know.
like that's. I mean, and like, and the reason why I don't give a shit is because there's no other team that I'm looking at that is like the Bengals. If they keep rolling, I'll I'll convince myself that the Bengals are like the team to beat. But like, there's no team to beat here. You know, the Eagles are the team to beat. Maybe they look sloppy, but they're the damn team to beat. I mean, the Ravens look dominant. They keep this up. Maybe they're the team. Super Bowl pick. Watch out.
Yeah, we'll get to them.
Uh,
Um,
and then I don't like. What other team scares you? So I am not worried that the Eagles
yeah, I mean, there's no reason to be really worried. I think it's just like something for people to talk about.
are close.
Like, not give because people will do anything to not give the Eagles their flowers.
Yeah, that's
You
true.
know,
No, and honestly, it's fun because screw the Philadelphia fans.
they get so mad.
Yeah, I know they get so angry.
Like, why are you
My
so mad?
roommate,
You're 8-1.
my roommate, I was
There's
telling
too
you.
much losing
Yeah,
in
I
the
know.
city. That's why.
He's all upset that they're all these close games, and I'm like, why are you upset? He's like, because on Monday morning they're gonna say the Eagles are trash, and they're gonna say that the Eagles can't win the Super Bowl, and I'm like, but they're 8-1, Mike. They're gonna be in the NFC Championship. Like, there's no one to worry about.
Yeah, at
There's
home.
like there's like 5 good teams in the league.
Yeah, you're gonna get the 1 seed, and you're probably gonna get a cupcake in the first round.
Yeah, you're gonna get like
Then you host the NFC Championship against whatever team has deemed itself good enough,
hell. They're gonna play Josh Dobbs,
which
in
is
the
probably
first
gonna be the
round.
49ers.
I swear to God, they're
That'll
gonna
be
play.
something.
Yeah, they
They
will.
might.
Or like I mean, they won't play the Saints because
Or
they're.
Heineke.
Have you seen the Saints schedule, by the way?
I haven't. Is it
I'm just gonna
good?
name the quarterbacks that they have left. Dobbs.
You could do this with half the teams in the league.
I know, but listen. Dobbs. Heineke. Goff. I'll give you Goff on this side. Bryce Young. Tommy DeVito. Maybe Matthew Stafford. I'll give you half. And then Baker and Heineke again. That is 6 bad
You could
quarterbacks.
split Heineke.
All right, Heineke could be one.
Which is actually perfectly fair. To split, like, you're gonna get a good Heineke one day,
Yeah.
and you're gonna get a bad one the next.
Yeah, all right, so I'll give you a full. So you have 5 bad quarterbacks. You have half a Heineke, maybe half Matthew Stafford, and then Jared Goff. No, I didn't even. No, that's 2. That's 2. Sorry, you have 6 bad quarterbacks in.
Yeah, that's rough.
And that's yeesh. That's brutal. I mean, not for the Saints fans. That's brutal.
Yeah,
for
we'll win.
the
We'll win
NFC.
that division.
Yeah, that's a division lock. But yeah, they're gonna play. They might play like the freaking Falcons. I wouldn't be worried. They're a bunch of crybabies over there. Next pick, last pick, under New Orleans, Chicago. I was worried. I'm not gonna lie. I was.
That was a sweat.
So
that was a sweat. I
worried.
can't believe that it ended up hitting.
and it was like touchdown after touchdown after touchdown, and I was like, "What is going on here? Like, this is
Yeah.
Bears." And then, luckily, somewhere in the mid-3rd quarter, Tyson Badgett realized that he plays for the Bears. Just kept turning the ball over.
I don't know how the Saints didn't score more.
That's what I was worried about. Well, because they're the Saints. Because they're not good either.
Yes, that's true. No, they're not good.
There was 2 fumbles lost by the Bears. There was 3 interceptions thrown by the Bears. And somehow this was under what 42. This was somehow under 42.
Yeah.
That's insanely impressive by 2 terrible teams.
Is that not why you made the pick though?
Yeah, that's why I made the pick. Also, I'm all the way back in
On what? You cut out.
on Taysom Hill. I'm all the way in. I have him in fantasy. I think that's why. I'm in 2 fantasy leagues.
Oh, you picked him up.
He's so devious, bruh. He's like
I picked him up.
I'm playing
one league.
I'm playing a running back at tight end that throws touchdowns.
And a quarterback. Does
Yeah.
it all.
He does it all. And like now that Sean Payton's not there, like it's not like this bromance thing that I'm pissed off about. I'm just all in. And I guess because now I have him instead of having Alvin Kamara there. Like if I'm an Alvin Kamara fan, or fantasy owner, I'm pissed. I know he gets a lot of catches, but goddamn, Taysom Hill is their freaking goal line back.
Yeah, he like it makes you wonder why he hasn't been this good all the time.
I know. I was listening to a podcast. It was a fantasy football podcast, and they opened up saying Taysom Hill is the best player in what year? The 1950s. He's the best player in the league.
Maybe later.
Yeah,
Maybe
no,
70s.
I was thinking. I mean,
because he's so athletic.
I know. No, that's why they love him. He's so athletic. Plays special teams, quarterback, running back, tight end. I can't believe
He doesn't get hurt. That's the crazy thing.
I think, like, I feel like a weight has been lifted off my shoulders now that I'm a Taysom Hill fan.
Yeah, because you don't hate everything that he does.
Well, and like,
Actually appreciate it.
yeah, my life is just so much happier now. Taysom Hill is in my life.
It is. It's easier to be happy when you don't hate.
I know. I still hate Derek
General
Carr though.
life advice.
That is just sorry ass bum. He is terrible. I know they won and he has 73%. He sucks. I mean,
you know that Derek Carr is 6'3"?
Yeah, dude, I didn't know he was that
I just
big.
thought that he was like 6 foot.
Nah,
I realized that on the Weddle the other day. Like, oh, that's surprising.
Love the Weddle.
That's a work office staple.
Oh, yep, classic. It's a classic. It's
The
fun
Weddle.
because it's every. And do you do the grid?
Of course.
Yeah, I don't do the grid every day anymore, but I used to. That really like when I do those things, I'm like, what is wrong with me? I'm like, why am I like?
I feel like I'm getting work done.
I'm getting no. I'm saying like, why am I getting? Well, I guess you're at work now, so it doesn't matter. Like, why am I getting 70s on exams when I know Taysom Hill's height and weight? Like, what the fuck? I know these 33 years old.
Wait till you start doing the Weddle, but the draft version.
What,
where
it's
instead
college
of
players?
giving you like no, it's the same thing except for it's a different player, and the information that you get back is like the round that they were drafted in, the school they went to, the pick they were,
Oh,
the year
geez.
of the draft. Yeah, so it's just a different set of things you have to know about a guy. That'll really. If you want to be disturbed by how much stuff you know,
I'm gonna be like, ding, 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 ding. The Weddle's so easy to me. So easy. And I do the NBA one too. NBA ones. The only thing I look up
the Purtle.
Yeah, I do. I look up the divisions on the Purtle because I don't know NBA divisions.
I feel like I could do the divisions if I sat down and like thought about it for 10 minutes.
I have to write it down.
I don't.
Yeah, I'd have to write it down. Okay. Yeah. Talk more football. So those were our wise picks. We had, I mean, the only pick I remember from Lambo, special wise pick from our producer Lambo. I'm just gonna call him what do we call graphics guy? I don't know. We need to get a title for him.
Head of
graphics.
Director of creativity.
Yes, there you go. Director of creativity.
Creative director.
Yeah. He had the Ravens -6, I believe the line was, and that's the next game we're gonna talk about. 37-3. Baltimore dominates against Seattle. Man, I feel bad. Like, I don't like calling Geno a pumpkin every week. Man, is he pumpkin?
Yeah, it's sad. Like,
Sad.
I think we said it last year, or last week, that they won in spite of him.
Yep. They really did. That was a Browns choke.
And in all fairness, yeah, like this is a good defense on the road, but they looked horrible.
No, and they can't get
Absolutely horrible.
They can't get Metcalf involved. They can't get their running backs involved. They don't even know. Like they don't really know who their running back is. They keep. I know it's Kenneth Walker, but like they only carry him a couple times a game. And I know they were down early, but they didn't throw a lot either. Gino only threw it 28 times, so I don't know what the hell they're doing out there.
Not great.
It's
if you look
just
at his
nasty.
numbers too, like it's not just an eye test thing. Like in 8 games, he has 9 touchdowns, 7 picks.
Yeah, he's trash. And it's a shame
Yeah,
because
it's
he was a good
pretty Garbo.
bright spot of last season, and we need more quarterbacks that are good. So like, I want him to be good, but doesn't look like that's lasting very much longer. And
But the funny
feel
thing
like-
is, like last week, we were talking about them winning the division. They're in first place.
that was a week before they scored 3 points.
I know.
That's how quick this.
But like
this-
the
this
point
shit
is like the NFL is such a week to week league.
Yep. Yeah, that's why it's so
like,
popular.
Our opinions and our takes change so drastically.
That's why it's so popular. It's like a TV show. Like when the
Literally
like
on
when,
new episode. Like,
yeah,
I
when
hate this guy now.
perfect example is like when Flash was on TV that first season. There's a lot of theories going on every week, and I remember by the end of the show, it just seems so obvious the twist at the end. But while you're watching it week to week, and you have 7 days to think about it, you just think of all these random ways that it happens, and it's the same thing with the NFL. We have every week. It's like, well, now we have to base everything we know off what just happened.
Yeah, no, that's a good analogy.
Lamar is pissing
And like
me off. Sorry, I had to stop this
Who?
analogy. Lamar's making me so mad.
Why?
Because he's such a bum fantasy quarterback. You know, he runs, but like he doesn't even score the touchdowns anymore. I had Lamar.
Gus Bus.
It's the Gus bus, man. All right, listen to this parlay. I had Lamar 2 touchdowns. Could have been passing too. Just a passing and a rushing, 2 passing, and then Gus Edwards 56 yards. And I should have just switched him. Just switched the bets. Because Gus Edwards got 52. And he got 52 in like halftime. And they gave it to this Keaton Mitchell kid. Which, to be fair,
where he looked like the back of all time. Where in the hell did he come from?
He's an undrafted free agent. Came out of
ECU.
ECU.
Those are his first 9 carries of the season.
Yeah. Yeah, they were. And his dad.
What?
His dad, undrafted free agent for the Baltimore Ravens. Running back. Pretty cool. Pretty cool.
Very cool.
Yeah, I don't know if his dad was explosive or not, but this Keaton Mitchell kid is fire. And
he literally looked like the best running back I've ever seen.
As someone who has Justice Hill in Dynasty, I'm always like, I never start him, but it's like try to get him a little more involved. I feel like he's a good running back. And then I saw Keaton Mitchell and I was like, Justice Hill sucks. I tell you, like, he's terrible. And Gus Edwards, like this Keaton Mitchell kid, I know it's a hype game. He'll probably get 16 carries for 60 yards next week. But if he gets a hole, this kid's fast. And explosive is the word.
They got a test coming up. I don't know if you've looked at their schedule, but they have Browns this week, which is always be a weird game.
Do we go through? Wait, sorry.
Bengals
Before you keep
next.
going, do we go through every team's schedule every week?
It's getting to the point where we're in the
It
playoffs.
matters. No,
We
I
got
was
to.
gonna. Yeah, it matters.
Gotta always be looking ahead.
Yeah.
Gotta look ahead.
Browns, Bengals.
Like checking your rearview mirrors.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. It's like looking out the windshield.
Yeah.
Browns, Ravens, and then Bengals, Ravens, both at home. Then the Chargers away. I mean, they can get those 2 games. They're safely cushioning themselves.
Yeah, but then they get Jags on the road and Niners on the road.
Yeah, Jags on the road is gonna be tough.
So
Dolphins at home will be all right because the Dolphins are frauds. Rams at home will be fine. And then the Steelers. I mean, even that Steelers game.
Yeah, that's right.
Let's not like as much as like they are the worst. They might be the worst team in the freaking league. They are gonna make the playoffs. They're gonna do it. They're gonna make the playoffs. Or they're going 9-8 at least.
Yeah, they're disgusting.
They are disgusting. But you're right. True test coming up for the Ravens. Let's see. I mean, they've been the epitome, especially on this podcast, of fraud. Besides the Bills, past couple years. Chris picked them this year. I'm to be honest, just for the pick, I'm rooting for it. So, come on, Baltimore.
I'm a little worried that they're peaking too early. I also don't want them to win the Super Bowl. I don't like them.
Yeah, no, we hate Ravens fans, but that's what you sung. You tied your anchor to them. So,
Yep, I did.
I think who did I pick? Someone.
But yeah, who did he pick?
That's a good point. Let me look. It's in my notebook. NFL
Eagles?
futures. World champ Bengals. Still possible. Still possible.
Bengals.
Um,
They're in last.
They are technically in last. They are tied. They're in last because of the division record. They're getting hot though. And the Texans next week.
And if they beat the Ravens, like I know that these, like say both of these teams win, and they beat the Ravens, then they'll be 7-3, and the Ravens will be 8-3. So like the division is still doable.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Probably not, but it's within reach.
Chris, I have some great news. Fantastic news, actually.
Oh yeah.
Come next Wednesday. Next Wednesday. We will actually be doing a Thursday night football preview. It'll be Ravens Bengals, an actual good game for the first time, I think, all year.
I think you're right.
Praise the Lord. I mean, Jags Saints was a fine game, but it wasn't a good match.
This is like, and this week is like setting us up for a good Thursday night game. This is the worst one ever.
Yeah. Just hit your head.
I know my chair just like snapped and sank down. You see that?
I did.
I think it's fine.
Oh, no, might be a standing pod for the rest of the time.
Oh, it just goes back like way further than it should. Oh, like way further.
Got excited. You got too excited about Thursday Night Football.
I got way too excited. Dang it. Okay. Well, I really like this. Actually gives me the lumbar support that I need.
Doesn't look like it's going to anymore, though.
It's not at all.
Well, anything to wrap up on the Ravens?
Might have to pay for it.
Chair might have ended the Ravens season, or not season.
Oh yeah, that knocked me off my game.
The Ravens coverage might be it. Moving on from now, I think we gave them their props. I want to see some Lamar touchdowns, for God's sakes. I have him in fantasy, please. Next up, go with an actual interesting game. Jaron Hall starts the game. Chris, you care if I just get going while you fix your chair?
Oh yeah, I'm listening.
All right. Jaron Hall starts the game. Rookie quarterback out of BYU. Looks fine. Looks like a backup quarterback. Gets hurt. Like Superman, Joshua Dobbs is thrown into another situation where he has to be the savior. For
Like Superman.
yeah. For a pretty trash team. He comes in, throws 20 for 30, 2 touchdowns. Not the best yardage, but solid completion percentage. And then the real kicker was his rushing attack. Cam Akers goes down again with an Achilles. Poor Cam Akers. This guy can't not
I know.
ACL or Achilles. But Joshua Dobbs, his legs, 66 yards, one rushing touchdown, and this kid's just clutch, man.
Hey, have I not been on the Josh Dobbs train last like 4 years? Maybe this is his spot.
Minnesota, get him with a real coach and
Maybe.
Kevin Stefanski. So apparently, did you know he's a rocket scientist? Like that was his mate. Like he was like a rocket engineer in college.
Dobbs?
Yeah,
I know that.
yeah. So apparently, at least that's what I'm basing this off. I believe my dad. He is correct.
Your dad?
Yeah, he told me on the phone.
Trust your dad.
Huh?
I said I'll trust your dad.
Yeah, I'm just gonna trust him. He's my father, of course. But
I trust your dad. Who can you trust?
yeah, exactly. Who can I trust? But it makes sense if he is I believe it because this kid has had the playbook for 5 days. 5 days this guy's had the playbook. I mean, he got traded there Tuesday.
He was like learning the hard counts on the sideline before he went in.
And I don't know why. I guess they probably started Hall anyways because they didn't think he'd be ready. But
yeah,
what and it's such a it's so bad when injuries happen, but kind of a spark for this Viking season where, and he won. Let's be fair, he won one game in Arizona. He looked good, but he won one game. So let's not.
Yeah.
But this performance was just so it.
And good is even an overstatement.
Yeah. But this game-winning drive, and I know it's the Falcons love to choke, but man, if they can they can build off this momentum, and this kid really is good, then they could make themselves back in the playoffs without Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, they're right in the mix.
They're getting Justin Jefferson back
firmly.
They're activating him for practice, so they have 3 weeks to activate him. They have the Saints coming up, a decent defense, and then Broncos, Bears, Raiders, Bengals, Lions, Packers, Lions. So, and they have 5 wins already. If they need to win 4 of these games, and can steal one from the Lions. They're pretty much they can be in.
Oh yeah, easily. I mean, we've talked about it plenty, how bad this NFC is this year.
Yeah, no, definitely. And you look at the Bears.
And who knows if the Seahawks finish with a good record? Probably only one team from the South. Eagles, Cowboys, 3. Wait, okay, 4 division winners. Yeah. Cowboys, and then 2 open spots really, Seattle and Minnesota are the 2 right now.
It's Seattle, Minnesota, and the Falcons. Really, guys gunning for it.
Washington.
Hey, never say never.
Their schedule's not good.
Yeah, I was gonna say Giants.
If we're gonna do it for every team, their schedule's fun.
Yeah, it's tough. Big game against the Seahawks in Seattle this week. If we win that,
yeah, they won.
Well, they have to. There's
no chance they win 2 games in a row.
Yeah, no,
it is a must-win though.
They have to win that game.
We'll just jump right into it.
Yeah, let's go. Wise Bowl. I mean, I'm not. Congrats. I'm not upset.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
I wouldn't have been heartbroken if we lost at that point in the season.
No,
winning these games just has me thinking about the playoffs again. It's not happening.
Is Howell
winning's fun?
Is Howell good? I just want to. That's a simple question.
Tell me. That was an objective viewing on your end.
I think he's good. And
I will say that I've been at least satisfied in all but 2 of the games that he's played.
I will say, even if he's not,
sometimes more than satisfied.
Even if he's not the par that we expect a good quarterback to be in, this is an abnormal year. This is an abnormal situation that the NFL has been in. And if you do I think next Wednesday, I'm going to write this down. We remember. Next Wednesday, Let's do the top. Let's rank the quarterbacks and the 32 teams.
Okay. A little mid-season
Yeah. A little
reevaluation.
week 11 reevaluation, and I'm curious to see Will Howell goes. No tiers, just straight ranking.
He's got to be top 15.
I know.
Right?
I know. And
like guys that are on the field right now, or just like
guys
guys
playing. No, guys playing.
Okay.
The product on the field, because
And
that's what matters.
He's gonna be top half of the league.
That's what matters now. And he's at least top 17. He's definitely at least top half of the league. And it'll be interesting. I'm glad we're gonna get another week of like. I don't think Tommy DeVito's gonna show us. I don't know if Aiden O'Connell will show us. Get some.
I love it.
Josh Dobbs. Josh Dobbs. We'll see another week of. But I'm excited to rank Howell. Excited to rank him. He's gonna be top.
I think he's good. I really do.
He's gonna be above Mac.
And they'll have 2 extra draft picks, 2 draft picks.
Yep.
Please get an offensive lineman, for the love of God. Like seriously, at least one.
Just
one of those
don't
picks.
take.
If they draft another safety, I'm gonna lose my mind.
What about a running back out of Kentucky?
I know it's running back. Yeah.
Out of Kentucky, another one.
I know it's way early to be talking about this. Memphis.
Yeah, or Memphis. Yeah, that's what I meant.
At the weapon. But yeah, winning's fun. And if he doesn't throw that interception in the end zone at the end of the first half, he played like a pretty damn good game. I don't know what happened.
Well, what was the touch? Was it the
pick.
Dotson? Yeah, the Dotson touchdown. That thing was a beauty. That was an absolute dime.
And Dotson's had back-to-back good weeks, so I'm hoping that he's finally starting to hit his stride a little bit because he's had a incredibly slow start to the year.
You guys are getting Jamison Crowder in space. I mean, I know he didn't do much at this game. He's out there.
We brought him back to be our punt returner.
Yeah, and he's but he's making it on the field. Good for Jamison.
I know it is crazy. I can't believe he's still in the league.
So
it's like a little blast from the past.
Tavius Martin did nothing all game, but he's perfectly placed for Juju Smith-Schuster's. Yeah, all season. But he's perfectly placed for Juju Smith-Schuster's. Of course, like classic Patriots, just had it in his hands and then it just whoop, goes right to the safety. It's nice to watch that though and not feel anything. It was nice to sit there and just laugh. I just chuckled.
It's like a release.
Yeah, no, I was like
that was me last year when Wentz threw the pick in the end zone against the Titans in like week 6 or 7. I couldn't get the game on my phone and I was like, all right, whatever. I just won't watch this game. I'll follow it. And then at the end of the game, I found it on some Reddit stream because it was close at the end, and they marched all the way down the field. It was such an awesome comeback, and then he throws the pick in the end zone. I was like, I mean, like whatever.
Wentz.
I guess it's a similar feeling.
Backing up Matthew Stafford now. Speaking of Wentz,
is he actually?
Yeah, he got signed by the Rams. All right. I feel like the Rams just like this is if this is a fantasy league, the NFL, and I'm the Giants. I'm, I guess the Cardinals before Kyler Murray got reinstated, but really the Giants are like, why are you not going out to go get Carson Wentz? And I know that sounds bad, but come on now, like he's got to be better than Tommy DeVito. The Browns rolled out with what's his name for 2 weeks? PJ Walker. I mean, Carson Wentz can't throw better than him. I guess you know what that shows.
Maybe it's a lot.
That shows. I was just about to say that shows that he's just a turd.
I mean, those were the rumors the whole time.
Yeah,
he's not
for
a
the
good
Eagles,
guy,
for the Colts, and
not.
for the Commanders. So
yeah, he must just be a turd.
Yeah, I think he's just a turd. It'll be interesting to see if he plays. I kind of want to just see him Carson Wentz again. Like I was actually excited. I was like, oh, let's get some Wentz out there. The league could use
him again.
The league could use it. I mean, the league could use it.
Oh, yeah. Could always use some more Wentz.
That's like Minshew. I'm glad he's out there. If all these bad quarterbacks were out there
Yeah.
and Minshew wasn't out there, I would have been heartbroken.
Yeah.
Kind of like Mariota. He's just sitting on the Eagles.
Or Mitch. Like, what's Mitch up to? Get him in a game.
Well, he was in a game.
Yes, he was for a little
Yeah, I was
bit.
gonna say we saw him last week. All right, what game are we? We were talking about the Pats Commanders. Pats looking forward. I guess I never said that. Dude, this Belichick thing doesn't make any sense to me. Every week it's something new. Last week it was he signed a secret extension.
He's gonna get fired.
Now he's gonna get fired. Now he's gonna get traded to the Commanders. We might have your first round pick, so I wouldn't be laughing too much.
I really hope that does not happen.
There would be no point of that. Like, I get like if
Patriots would not trade him if he had anything left in the tank.
Exactly, and
right?
The Pats aren't going to trade him. Not going to cut him. I mean, if I'm Robert Kraft, like I don't care what the beef is, bro. Like, I know you want your team to win. But, like this guy's won 6 Super Bowls. Let him coach until he dies on the sidelines. Like, come on. I don't care how ugly it looks at the end. Like, let's just like I could take his GM powers away. I'm fine with that, but let him coach on the sidelines until the end.
Yeah.
I don't want to see him on another team. I don't want him fired. I know he hasn't looked good, but God, give me something. Give me something to hold on to.
It'd be a tough firing.
It would be a tough fight, but
maybe
it's let the pass go. Kill it if you have to.
Maybe. Yeah.
Kylo Ren. Demario Douglas is good though. I'm glad I have him in fantasy. He's a fun weapon to watch. Taquan Thornton, not fun to watch. He's terrible. Jalen Rager sucks. Stevenson had a good game. It was mainly that big run, but he had a good game.
Yeah. That one big run.
Zeke's just kind of chugging along. I respect what Zeke does on this team. Just kind of there.
Respect what he does.
Yeah.
In his bag.
Yeah, he's getting his bag. Did you notice the first series of the game, J.C. Jackson and Jack Jones were both benched?
I did not.
I don't know. Did you guys score in your first? Yeah, you guys got a field goal in your first, or close to it. But they were benched for the first series because they both missed curfew for the team meeting.
Seriously?
Yeah. J.C. Jackson. I mean, you've seen. Apparently, the Chargers coach I saw on Twitter apologized for signing J.C. Jackson, or the GM apologized for he to the team apologized for signing J.C. Jackson.
What?
And Jack Jones, honestly, I just imagine J.C. Jackson was like, "Yo, let's go hit the club." That's how I imagine it goes down between the two. All right.
J.C. Jackson's a Maryland guy. I hate to see that.
I know, and he was so good that 1 year. It was all the interceptions, but still.
He was good. Yeah.
All right. Any other games that we missed? I mean, Browns stomped the Cardinals. That was nothing. I don't think we hit them all now. Packers beat down the Rams. Rams cannot ever. Right when I trade for Cooper. I mean, Bengals Bills. That game.
Oh yeah. And Monday. The Bills.
It's the same story every week.
At some point, they're gonna have to figure out how to run the football.
That's what I'm saying.
But I don't think they're going to.
They're gonna have to activate Leonard Fournette, right? Why sign him to the practice squad if they're not gonna play?
Yeah, he's like the last chance.
It's like the last hope, honestly. And they can't run. And like this game is close. The score was close, but it was not close. It was not close. It was just let's see if the Bengals cover.
No, yeah, pretty much. The first 2 drives of the game, it looked like it was going to be a shootout.
Yeah. Yeah,
but Bengals defense might be legit, dude.
I'm saying. Bengals team's good. Getting better and better. I think they're getting hot at the right time. I don't think they're peaking. I think they're getting hot at the right time.
Yeah. Their schedule's not that bad. Not easy.
No, it's not. It's not. Any of these AFC North teams are gonna have. I mean, they're lucky they get
Yeah,
the Colts.
that's true. Because you
and-
got to play each other.
They're lucky they got the Colts and the Vikings. Everything else is division or Chiefs and Jaguars.
Jags.
God,
That's tough.
they
A lot
should
of
have.
division games.
If only they capitalized on this weak start to the schedule. Played the freaking backup for the. Actually, no, they played Deshaun Watson. But if they, actually, I guess really they only just needed that. Agree? Disagree?
Oh, sorry, you cut out for a second.
Oh, I was saying if they had this Titans win, they would be sitting a lot prettier than they are now, but they couldn't take care of business.
Yeah, but it's not like that was even a close game.
No,
Just an ass
yeah,
kicking.
yeah, that was a
First game of the year. They needed that, I think.
wake up call.
Haven't lost since. Yeah. Classic wake up call.
Needed it. All right,
Or maybe they just needed Burrow's leg to get healthy.
that could also be a big factor. All right, Chargers Jets. Yeesh, another horrific primetime game.
Ugh. I live bet the Jets down 14-0. It was rooting for the Jets. I don't know how they do it. I think it sucks being a Commanders fan. I don't know how the hell you root for that team. How do they have 4 wins?
This has got to. I mean, I know Zach Wilson's starting next week. You see that there's a theory. It's because the team jet is owned by Zach Wilson's dad, grandfather. Jet Airlines, that is like the official
Wait, what?
partner of the Jets.
That's why he's starting.
It might be. That's what it's controversy of why they haven't got another QB. I think it's not.
It is hard to believe.
I know he's bad, but his team's not helping him.
No, they have no line.
No, their line is terrible. I mean, that kid got sacked 6 times by Khalil Mack.
And Bosa, dude, that was the best I've ever seen Bosa play.
They just
That one
torched
sack that he literally sacked him with one hand,
Yep.
like over the offensive tackle, was nuts.
Yeah, they
feasted.
They destroyed him, and this defense is not that good. It's a lot of names, but it's not that good. And
Yeah, they did look. That was the best I've seen them play all year.
no, definitely. The defense, though, the offense still looked. I mean, I
Yeah,
guess
no,
the
the
Jets-
offense looked bad.
Yeah, I guess
But the Jets are strong.
Yeah, strong defense, but
They completely shut down Eckler. Allen had that one really nice catch, but didn't do anything crazy.
what's a shame is it was
Herbert
set up
looked
perfectly
pedestrian.
for Chargers choke. It's gearing up late, like
Yeah.
start of the fourth quarter. It was gearing up.
And there were a couple plays like that one fumble that they somehow recovered.
Yep.
And the D tackle just tried to pick it up and run. And like that one tip pass where the guy just wasn't looking. Like there were the chances were there. Chargers to Charger,
I know.
but they were no match.
They couldn't out Charger Zach Wilson
awfulness of
though.
the Jets.
Yeah, I was gonna say they couldn't outstink.
Looking
Zach
at like him having 260 yards is unbelievable.
Yeah, it's
Wow.
unfathomable.
I watched this whole game.
Yeah, I don't know.
Where the hell do those yards come from? They get 200 in like the last 2 minutes of the game when I turned it off.
Last 2 minutes, I gotta say though, Michael Carter, 6 catches, literally on the last drive alone. It was, it was dink to Michael Carter, dink to Michael Carter, dink to Michael Carter, and he had 0 fantasy points beforehand and ended with 8.4 because of this. Actually, insane how PPR works. All right, that's.
They have 2 Michael Carters. I don't like that.
No, I don't like it either. They have 1 on the defense, right?
Like that's too many Michael
And
Carters.
he's Michael Carter too. Michael Carter and Michael Carter too.
That's
Alright.
okay. Actually, that's fun.
Yeah, at least they numbered them. All right, is it time to
I want to think that.
move on to some
Let's hoop.
basketball? Yeah, let's hoop. Do you want to start college? I'm all in. I've been paying attention too.
Let's do it. Season just started.
Michigan State already lost.
Oh, talk about frauds.
Yeah, fourth in
See
the
ya.
AP poll.
Yeah.
Bye bye. James Madison first of all, shout out James Madison, 9-0 in football. Just beat the 4th team in the country in basketball. Must be rocking to be
Yeah.
at JMU right now.
Good time to be at Duke.
Yeah, it is a good time to be at Duke. What I didn't watch the game. I just saw that because I was at the Carolina. Actually, no, that was I think a different. I didn't watch the game. What happened?
I didn't watch it either. I just saw the alert and I was like, "What?"
Okay.
I had checked the scores and I saw
Yeah,
it
I
was
was
a
at
close
the.
game.
I was at.
I almost put it on, but I was watching. We had the football game on, and then I was flipping through all the NBA games because there were no like good college basketball games unless a team were to get upset,
Yeah.
which is what
happened.
happened. So I was like kicking myself that I didn't put that on at the end. I think it was a brick fest. They shot like 1 of 20 from 3.
Oh. 5%.
Not going to beat anybody.
Yeah,
like
you're not.
that.
Yeah, you're not.
Yeah.
Beating a soul shooting like that.
You're not beating our rec team shooting one.
Well, that's fun. It's a fun way to start. It was also fun that same night. Radford was close with UNC. Pretty much throughout probably 3/4 of this game. And then Carolina pulled through. But it was fun to see that. It was possible double upset. Well, let's talk about our teams. That's why we're here. That's why we're talking about it.
Yep.
You want to start? I'm gushing, so
I can go first.
yeah.
We had our first game last night, 15-point win against Mount St. Mary's. Had a little dicey in the second half. I think they cut it to 12. But it was pretty comfortable the whole way. We got a good look at a couple of our freshmen. Sean Harris Smith was our biggest splash in the recruiting realm. And he looked as advertised. He just plays physical. He can pass. He can get rebounds. His finishing is incredible. So that was fun to watch. It was terrifying because, like, midway through the second half, he went down in like immense pain.
Oh.
And they had to rush the trainer out there.
Oh no!
It was just a cramp, but it was like the place fell
moment.
silent. It was like, no. And he said after the game, he's like, "Yeah, I guess I was being a little dramatic, but it was just a cramp. I'm fine." So, and like he came back in, so we knew it was fine. It was horrifying because we were just like, I was just talking to my buddy that went with me, and we were like, "Man, this kid, like, he's the real deal." And then one of the next plays, that was scary. But
we're talking about Deshaun, right? Harris.
Yeah, Deshaun. Yeah, so he was awesome. Isaac looked good. He was our other freshman. And a couple of same pieces coming back from last year. They played like 11 guys, and they gave a lot of minutes to guys that I don't think are going to get a lot of minutes, like come conference play. So offense was a little a little out of whack, but I think that'll come, as they figure out their rotations, get guys playing together more. So I'm not really worried about that. The only thing I'm worried about is 3-point shooting. The guy that they got in the transfer portal to shoot threes towards ACL this summer.
Oh.
So they just don't they don't have people that shoot threes.
They don't really take them either.
So they're gonna be they shouldn't, especially against a team like that. Like there's no reason to when you can just bully them inside. But they're gonna win a lot of games on the backs of their defense, which is okay. It'll definitely be frustrating at times, but I think they're a top 4 team in the conference. So I'm pretty pumped.
Well, I'm excited. Yo, you got 2-0. Is this an exhibition game?
It says we're 2-0.
Yeah, it does on Google for some reason. Maybe that win was so good it counted as 2.
Yeah, sure.
All right. So 3-point shooting. I mean, coming up against you got Villanova in 9 days.
Well, we have a tournament this weekend in North Carolina. So we get Davidson Friday and then either Clemson or UAB on Sunday. Hopefully that's a tournament that they win. Davidson, I don't know if it's just because of Steph Curry or like
they always scare me.
They've actually been good, but they scare me.
Ever since Curry.
Yeah, but I think like they should be
close to double-digit point favorites, I think, in that game. And then, yeah, I think Clemson's tough. I don't know about UAB. I don't know if Jelly Walker's still there, but
Well, that's a tough
hoping-
start to the schedule because
expecting
UMBC
to win this weekend.
Is UMBC a joke now again? Nah,
Yeah,
they
yeah,
held
that's a
Louisville
joke.
close though.
Louisville is
Yeah, Louisville's been bad.
garbage.
Yeah, they've been bad. I have a buddy from
We beat
Louisville.
Louisville by like 30 last year, I think.
Alright.
They have fallen from grace.
But I mean, either way, got to start off strong. Tournament play already. Villanova coming
yeah.
up. That'll be exciting. Can't wait to talk about it.
Yep.
Gamecocks, man. Oh, these Gamecocks. I have to say, I've
Suck
been
you right in.
Oh, I'm so in. It's been 4 years, and I've never seen a win like this. Never. Against any
Yep.
opponent. I don't care if it was some bum opponent that we still beat by 20 the past couple years. There is never. I've not watched a game like this. The three-point shooting was phenomenal. The passing was excellent. They still had some weird offensive moments, but their defense is good, and this team is freaking deep. Deep, I tell you, Chris. They start out the starters, 4 transfers, 1 returning player. I'm already in. Then off the bench, we got
Ichi.
Yeah, Michi's the starter that's returning. We have the guard from Minnesota, Taylor Cooper. The small forward from Wofford, BJ Mack. Another forward.
What was the thing, the Taylor Cooper thing? When they signed him, he was like, there was something about him.
Something
right?
about assists.
You were saying.
Yeah, it was
Assist,
and he
he's
passes.
like the best passer.
He's a
Mississippi.
great passer. Yes, he's an amazing passer. He gets boards too. Like that kid's just all over the place. And what I loved about this team is that they celebrated together. When the other guy got when Taylor Cooper passed it to Michi and Michi hit a 3, Taylor Cooper was pumping up his arms, pumping up the crowd, hyping up Michi. Like they compared to last year, the selfishness and like almost the anxiety of them playing on the court is just vanished because, and honestly, it's because there's no goddamn Gigi Jackson that has to get the ball every time. And there's also good players on the team. If I will say, if Gigi stayed on this team, I don't know if it looks. I don't know if the ball movements as well. I do think, and of course, they're making a better team. But I love this team. I love it because I haven't even talked about Zach Davis off the bench, Josh Gray. This kid Morris Ugsak is from Finland, and he didn't have the best box score.
Oh, I remember talking about the Finnish guys too.
We got the other one.
Finishers.
We got the other one. So both finishers are now committed. The other one will be here next year. He's raw. He's a raw kid, but he looks like Zach Davis last year was pretty mediocre. I'm not gonna lie, but this year it seems like he's just coming to his own a little bit more. He's still good defensively. Still good at getting boards. He's just big, and he's just figured out where to shoot it. It seems like the issue with this team is the big men. They have Redonk, Josh Gray, this kid Stephen Clark, and now BJ Mack. BJ does not. He likes to shoot it more than he likes to go in the post, which I don't know. Like it worked out last game. He shot 4 for 9 and 3 of 6, so it worked out for him last game. But I would like to see him post up a little bit more. He also loves spin moves. That man spin move more than anyone I've ever seen on a court.
A dangerous game.
Clark, he's this white kid who's like 6'9", from Citadel, and he's kind of an oaf out there. I think he scored 16 a game at Citadel, so like maybe he's just trying to come into his own. So I'll give him some time. But they need to figure out. They don't know who the big man is like at the end of the game. Might be for Donk. Donk's been so he's the Rodman of the team. He ain't good. He ain't good offensively. I'll tell you that. But he makes the plays, makes the right passes. Plays good defense. God, he tries on offense, but man, it's not looking good. The crowd was elevated. Like there was people there. I was still getting told to sit down though.
No,
That's gotta stop.
These people moved seats because I didn't sit down. They moved seats, and then when I walked by, and I actually had about 6 or 7 people standing with me, so it wasn't just me this time. Because normally it's just me and my other buddy Caleb or Riley. And man, I just once they moved, it was just a perfect atmosphere. I mean, even when they were there, they were just bitching at me. They're like, "Oh, I'm glad I paid $30,000 to go to a basketball game and watch a jersey." I was like, "Well, you could stand up, buddy. It's a college basketball game."
Wait,
Yeah.
who's paying $30,000?
He was like, "Oh, like that's his tuition." Like, no, sir, you're not paying $30,000 to watch this
No.
basketball game. Being an asshole. Stand up or move, which he did. So,
Yeah, if you don't want to pay $30,000 to watch basketball, then you could just
watch at
not
home.
do that and buy season tickets instead.
Yeah, pay
and
$90.
Go to school.
Yeah, you can pay $90.
Yeah. And you can sit all you want.
I could talk another 20 minutes about this team and each individual player. I'm gushing.
That's how I felt about the Maryland game. Like I walked out and I had a scouting report of every single player in my head.
No, and I like what Lamont is. I like his rotations. I like how he's setting guys up. He played Sparkman at the end because Sparkman. Have we talked about Sparkman before? I think we did on the Alabama game.
Sparkman?
Eli Sparkman?
Maybe. Not that I remember though.
All right, look him up. He was a manager for this team that got a walk-on spot, and in the Alabama game, hits one of the biggest threes in the game, and the whole roof like almost.
Okay, I do remember that.
So now he's like an absolute fan favorite for the Cox, and Lamont just played in the last 8 minutes just to get the crowd roaring, and it worked. It worked. Everyone was on their feet cheering from Eli Sparkman when we were up 20 against this team. This team last year does not beat UNC Upstate like this. And honestly, they probably. I wonder what they're. I think they played. So.
You think you're that much better?
Yeah. No, I do. Yeah, we played.
So you guys got.
Yeah, so like last year, opening game
to play too.
Opening game last year was South Carolina State, and we won by 3. Yeah, this team is so much better.
Tough.
This last year's team lost to Colorado State, Davidson, Furman. We did beat USC Upstate by only 15 though. So I think this team. Maybe I'm just excited about a good win, and I haven't seen a good win in a while, a little bit. But I don't like. This is not the last team in the SEC. I'll tell you that.
I hope so.
I'm
excited to see they got Virginia Tech Friday.
That's a huge game.
We got a Wise doubleheader on Friday.
Yeah, Virginia Tech.
Big night.
That's the next game. Damn, I wanted to go to that game. I thought it was in Virginia Tech, but it's in Charlotte. I guess I could still go, but probably not.
Oh, it's closer to you, isn't it?
Yeah, no, it's way closer. Far closer. I could make it a day trip, but 9:30 p.m. I'll be getting home at like 2 a.m. And then they go to Arizona for a little bit. They have a tournament in Arizona, and then they come back. The next home game is Notre Dame.
Ooh.
Yeah, baby.
Notre Dame any good? I know they have the old Penn State, which they only beat Niagara by 7.
Either way, it's good to have the name recognition, you know. Yeah. And it's part of the ACC SEC challenge, so gotta win that.
True.
And then
wait, that's a thing this year? Is the Big Ten ACC challenge is over with?
Yeah, ACC SEC challenge. And then we play Clemson and a bunch of other bums. So hopefully, if we can win. 12 games before conference play. If we can win 7 of those, I'll be very excited. Probably won 2 last year, if that. If we can win, and I think 7's very doable. Look at these teams.
Yep.
I don't know if you're looking at the schedule or not, but we're playing some not.
I am, yeah.
All these bum teams we should take care of this year. That's all I'm saying. I hope so, at least. This is a
I hope
different
so.
team. I'm really feeling
hope
the
so.
energy. Feels like a different atmosphere in the arena, even from the 2 games I've been at. I'm excited.
How did the Wofford exhibition go?
Well, that was closer than I wanted it to be, but that was a 3-point game. Yeah, it was exhibition.
That was a 3-point game.
Yeah. So that went down to the
How'd
wire.
Fletcher look?
I don't remember. I don't remember. You mean foul with
He's
Kyle?
not on the team anymore.
Yeah. That's what I was
Fletcher
thinking about.
McGee.
Yes, I was thinking about it. Wise blank real quick. No, that game was weird. That game was weird. But it's okay. Exhibition. Who cares? 1-0, baby.
You guys are 61 in Ken Palm.
Ooh, that's the highest we've been in
Which
years.
is not bad.
That's
You
top
guys
64,
were
baby.
like 200 last year.
That's top 64. That's all I'm saying.
Top 64.
That's all I need. Hey, dude, I'm not gonna lie. I'll take the NIU.
All I need.
Yeah.
Where's the Wofford's down there?
All right.
Who's the team you played? USC Upstate. They're 298. So
No.
take care of business.
Exactly. Great teams cover. That's all that matters.
Oh, Maryland dropped
What are they at?
29. They were at like 22. Tanked.
Brutal.
That's okay. I don't really care
Have them
that
sleeping.
much.
Have them sleeping. All right. Quick NBA stuff. I mean, the Harden trade went through. Harden is played for the Clippers. They didn't win that game.
I lost.
Yep. That makes it hilarious. Paul George is terrible. Harden was. None of them were good. There have been some
Are
great
the
games.
Sixers better without him? Like, I think they're
Oh,
number
they might.
1 in offensive efficiency. I
They
heard.
might be. I think that
Should we be worried about the Sixers this year?
This Maxey thing could be for real. They're playing the Celtics right now. It's Celtics Sixers.
Oh yeah, I forgot that's tonight.
It really depends. Like this Sixers team is now pretty deep. Like they got 4 role players from the Clippers, so they have some guys to work with.
Batum, I thought was cooked. I watched them against the Wizards, and in the first quarter alone, Batum hit like 3 threes. I was like, damn, he still got it.
Batum will always just be around.
Yeah, he will.
Batum's gonna be around.
You don't forget how to shoot.
No, exactly. Forget how to shoot. It's like riding a bike. Celtics got their first loss, by the way. That was against the Timberwolves. Timberwolves have been
the Timberwolves.
They've now beaten the Celtics and the Nuggets. They're just a big team. Like they're goofy, oafy, big team. And like Rudy Gobert is just, like the fact that he's just there and like is in the presence and like he's still a defensive presence when he's in the middle of the court and have even like they call him slow mo. Kyle Anderson's big. Mike Conley's a great point guard. Having Anthony Edwards, he's a big fella too. They're good, man. They're going to be a sneaky team. Not a lot of people talked about. I mean, I didn't talk about them at all before.
No, I didn't either. It's because I never got over the Gobert trade. I never liked it. But
no, and it's still not like I don't think it's good. But they have this size. If anyone's going to match up against the Nuggets, I mean, you might as well throw as much size as you possibly can at them, and they have the guys to do it.
Yeah, but the problem with the Nuggets is like they can space the floor so well too and hit jump shots.
Yeah, and that's it.
It's like against Jokic, it's like he doesn't have to. Remember, like last year during the finals, this is getting way ahead of game like 7 or 8 of this season. But
nah, that's okay.
When there were games where like Jokic didn't score a lot of points,
yeah,
it's like it didn't matter because he does. Yeah, right. And then there's games where he's like, they try to take everybody else away, and he just scores 50. So he can beat you in any way.
No, yeah, I agree.
It is a good point. Like they can at least like having the 2-3 time defensive player of the year in Gobert. Like he's your best shot.
Yeah, and I think like this now, like looking at it, like this team is just well, like I mean, I just went through it. Even their backups, Naz Reid is big. They have this guy Daniels.
He looked good.
Yeah, and I don't know. They're a fun team, which I didn't expect, and it all depends, of course, on Carl Anthony Towns. Still, they live and breathe by if he shoots well or not. They can't space the floor with him, and he's useless out there.
But he hasn't been that good this year yet.
No, he hasn't. He hasn't been, and I kind of like it because Anthony Edwards has been like they. I'm not saying they need him to be.
It should be Ant's team.
Yeah, exactly. And I think it is becoming Ant's team. At least at the end of that Celtics game, he laid the dagger and he ended that game.
Yeah. I feel like he's the guy if he wants to be.
Yeah, I think so too. That's been the most, I think, surprising team so far. Of course, when you look at, like, we're so early in the season. Last year, we were talking about the Jazz and how the Jazz were top of the West and somehow doing well.
Yeah. They're
But
4-2. It's not like they're 7-0.
Yeah, exactly. That's true. And I don't think anyone's picking them to win the title now. They're just interesting.
A lot of interesting teams.
Yeah, there are. There's a lot more interesting teams than there are. Like the least interesting teams are the Bulls, the Raptors, Pistons, Wizards.
Pistons have some young guys.
Yeah, the Pistons have some guys. I was hesitant to put them in there. Apparently, it's going a little shaky with point guard that they drafted. Jay Nivey.
With what?
Apparently, Jay Nivey is wants some more playing time.
Really?
Yeah. They have a lot of guards. They need to figure out.
And why is he not? They do have a lot of guards.
And
I guess they like Killian Hayes more than him right now.
They have which is wild. Killian Hayes has been bad his whole.
And Sasser. Sasser is getting a lot of minutes for them, which is crazy.
He was good at Houston.
That.
But not.
He was great at Houston.
Yeah, I didn't think he'd be ready.
But he was a late first round pick. He didn't project to be a great NBA player.
They have like 1,000 point guards,
getting that many more minutes.
Then the rest of the team is like centers. So weird. Such a weird team.
Yeah, they don't really have a good wing.
No, they
have Oscar Thompson, but
he's been good. He's been real good. Have you looked at his numbers?
Both Thompson twins have been good.
Yeah, I like that. I like that for the league. I know we talked about it on draft night. That could be both those teams are good. That could be an interesting rivalry when they grow into their own. The Spurs stink. Besides
they're trash to the Pistons.
Yeah. The Spurs stink besides Wemby, but they're interesting only because like they're going to be interesting because of Wemby.
Yeah.
Jazz and the Kings and the Grizzlies. I don't know what's up with the Kings. I know De'Aaron Fox has been hurt, but losing to the Rockets on back-to-back nights, getting blown out is.
Yeah, it's tough.
But again, it's so early.
They need Keegan Murray to step up.
Yeah.
Shooting 35% for the floor right now. In year 2. It's not great.
You want to comment on the Wizards at all?
I don't know how they won a game.
They're winning against the Hornets right now.
They were, dude. I was looking at the games for tonight, and I saw they were underdogs against the Hornets, and I was like, wow. I knew they were bad, but
this was my buddy who's a Hornets fan texted in another chat. Guys, the Hornets are favored to win a basketball. But they're winning. I hope
all
the Wizards
Kuzma
win it
tonight. It looks like.
Yeah, the Jordan Poole. I haven't looked at his numbers. He's 0 for 6, 0 for 2.
Yeah, he's slow start to the year. Bad. You know who was great the other night for like 6 minutes was Gafford. Gafford blocked Embiid like 3 times.
He'll have that.
Had like 4 dunks.
Yeah, he'll have that.
He does. He has like little bursts, and then like the next 3 offensive possessions, he turned it over every time.
Yep, sounds
it's
about
like,
right.
Oh yeah, okay, so that's right. Because I got all excited about him again. Damn, like this Gafford guy. I think they really have something here, and that's what I said 4 years ago when they first got him. He could be a decent backup center.
What about Bilal? Bly?
Nothing exciting so far. He's out there, like he's getting minutes.
Let's just get him some rest.
I haven't watched enough.
He hasn't done much.
really give a in-depth report, but he's out there.
That's all you need. Just get him minutes. Get him in the gym.
But it's like there's literally been like nothing surprising this year. Like Poole has been wildly inefficient. Kuzma's leading the team in scoring. Denny is Denny.
He's 9 and 7.
Ice
11
Jones
and 7.
has been decent, I guess. Johnny Davis, non-factor, which sucks. I thought maybe he would take a little step forward this year. Not much there. I think Kispert's coming back from injury, so they're like ramping him up.
Okay, that makes sense. I was gonna say, why is
But-
Kispert not getting 1 minute?
Not a lot going on here.
That's okay. You didn't expect much.
It is okay.
You didn't expect much. All right, I think that does it, man. We hit pretty much everything.
Can I just say the most fun team to watch right now for me at least is the Thunder.
Oh, they're the
Chet
yeah,
is
yeah.
so awesome.
Shea.
I
and
love Chet.
Dort.
He's like
Giddy.
and Dorian.
Even Carson Wallace.
Chet is like my new athlete crush.
Yeah. So slimy.
I just love watching him play because he did not look like that at Gonzaga.
No, he's
Like he did not run the floor and handle the ball like he.
Yeah, he was kind of like the guy that they just dumped it to in the middle. And now he like has like handles.
Yeah, literally. And he looks bigger. Like he grew the beard out. Looks like a man.
Yeah, I like it.
Did you see the Jokic quote where they're like they asked him about Chet's game? He's like, yeah, like he just needs to get a little fatter.
He's not wrong.
No, he's not wrong at all. So is Wemby, dude. Wemby is. Ugh,
He's skinny. He's a real skinny dude.
so skinny.
LeBron.
He's a freak. That son's.
LeBron minute check. I don't think he's played under 35 minutes since they announced that he was on a 35. He played 39 again or 35 against the So that went
He
out
should
the
be playing
window.
like 32.
That went out the window ASAP. Yeah, no, if they want him ready for the playoffs, he needs to be playing like 32.
Yeah.
30.
He needs to get hurt and miss like
Oh, yeah, that's
few
coming.
weeks.
You know it's coming.
Hurt.
Yeah. He's gonna
Yeah,
twist his ankle.
Like a sore elbow or something.
He'll land funny and he'll be out for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
But they're also
Get
playing.
some
Anthony
rest.
Davis has like the most minutes in the league. So
Yeah, he just got hurt.
yeah, they're
I think he's playing tonight, but he was hurt. I got that notification from Fantasy, and I was like, "You kidding me?"
will not play tonight in Houston.
Oh, he's not playing. Damn.
Not playing.
I literally got a notification that was like, they're confident he's gonna play.
Not play tonight. 47 minutes ago.
Oh, I got 3 minutes to bench him. Oh, can I pull it off? No, I can't.
Oh, you
Damn
can't.
it. And McCollum's out. No, I had. Yeah, Poole has -5 points.
Jesus.
Brutal. I benched him. Oh well. Man, I have half my team is out.
All right.
All these guys hurt. Anyway, no one wants to hear about my fantasy basketball.
Let's wrap this up. Thank you all for listening. I guess no one was listening live because it's just a YouTube video. But see
Yeah, that's right.
everyone on Wednesday, hopefully live. I'm gonna figure it out this week, so hopefully live. And we're gonna be sticking to Wednesdays. Check out Wednesday.